Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping. Tap, tap, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. Rap, rap. 'Tis some visitor, I muttered, tapping in my chamber door. Tap, tap, only this, nothing more. Ah, distinctly I remember it was in the bleak December, and each separate dying ember wrought its ghost upon the floor. Eagerly I wished the morrow, vainly I had sought to borrow from my books surcease of sorrow for the lost Lenore, for the rare and radiant maiden whom the angels name Lenore, nameless here forevermore. And the silken, sad, uncertain rustling of each purple curtain thrilled me, filled me with fantastic terrors never felt before, so that now, to still the beating of my heart, I stood repeating, "'Tis some visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door, some late visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door. This it is, nothing more." Presently my soul grew stronger, hesitating then no longer. "Sir," said I, or "Madame, truly your forgiveness I implore, but the fact is I was napping, and so you gently came rapping, and so faintly you came tapping my chamber door, that I scarce was sure I heard of you. Here I opened wide the door, darkness there, and nothing more. Deep into the darkness peering, long I stood there, wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortals ever dared to dream before. But the silence was unbroken, and the stillness gave no token. No only word there spoke was the whispered word, "Lenore." This I whispered, and an echo on my back. Word, "Lenore." Merely this, nothing more. Back into the chamber turning, all my soul within me burning. Soon again I heard the tapping, something louder than before. "Surely," said I, "surely that is something at my window lattice. Let me see, then, what thereat is, and this mystery explore. Let my heart be still a moment, and this mystery explore. 'Tis the wind, and nothing more." Open here I flung the shadow wind with many a flirt and flutter. Here stepped a stately raven of the saintly days of yore. Not the least obeisance I made he, not a minute stopped or stayed he, but with mine of lord or lady perched above my chamber door, perched upon a bust of Pallas, just above my chamber door, perched and sat. Nothing more. Then this ebony bird beguiling my sad face into smiling, by the grave and stern decorum of the countenance it wore. "Though thy crest be shorn and shaven, thou," I said, "art thou no craven, ghast grim, an ancient raven, wandering from the nightly shore? Tell me what the lordly name is on the night's Plutonian shore." Quoth the raven, "Nevermore." Much I marveled at this ungainly fowl, to hear discourse so plainly, though its answer little meaning, little relevancy bore, for we cannot help agreeing that no living human being ever yet was blessed with seeing bird above his chamber door, bird or beast, upon a sculptured bust above his chamber door, with such name as Nevermore. Startled at the stillness broken by replies so aptly spoken, doubtless, said I, what it utters is its only stock and store, caught from some unhappy master, whom unmerciful disaster followed fast and followed faster, till his songs one burden bore, till the dirges of his hope that melancholy burden bore of nevermore. The raven, still beguiling all my sad soul into smiling, straight I wheeled a cushioned seat in front of the bird, and bust and door. And upon the velvet sinking, I betook myself to linking fancy unto fancy, thinking what this ominous bird of yore, what this grim, ungainly, ghastly, gaunt, and ominous bird of yore meant in croaking nevermore. Thus I sat engaging in guessing, but no syllable expressing to the fowl whose fiery eyes now burned into my bosom's core. This and more I sat divining, my head at ease, reclining on the cushion's velvet lining that the lamplight gloated over. The dove's velvet lining with the lamplight gloating o'er. She shall press on nevermore. Then, methought, the air grew denser, perfumed from an unseen censer, swung by seraphim, whose footfalls tinkled on the tufted floor. Wretch, I cried, thy God hath lent thee, by these angels he hath sent thee respite and nepenthe from the memories of Lenore. Quaff, O quaff this nepenthe, forget this lost Lenore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Prophet, said I, things of evil, prophet still, if bird or devil, whether tempter sent or whether tempest tossed thee here ashore, desolate, yet all undaunted, on this desert land enchanted, on this home by horror haunted. Tell me truly, I implore, is there balm in Gilead? Tell me, I implore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Prophet, said I, thing of evil, prophet still, if bird or devil, with a tempter sent, or by that heaven that bends above us, by that God we both adore, tell his soul with sorrow laden, if within the distant Eden shall clasp a sainted maiden, whom the angels name Lenore. Clasp a rare and radiant maiden, whom the angels name Lenore. Quoth the raven,
what's the radical number, do you know? Do you remember any math?
Radical number? Is that like something in a square root?
Perhaps.
I think it's something in a square root.
I either wrote you so irrational or you so radical.
Oh, radical, that's like